In this class, let's animate the name animation on the slot machine. Let's turn on my name layer over here. That's called Hongshu. Make sure I have the isolation icon selected. Otherwise, it's not going to show up. So I want to move it all the way here. I also want to cut this pre-comp and paste it into the base slot machine pre-composition. So Command X cut and then go to the base and then Command V. Click on this isolation icon. Now we have everything within this composition now that we can time things properly. As you can see, my name is pretty long. If you got a shorter name, you can use the template that I provided within the file to use a shorter version of this middle section so that you have your name on the slot machine as well. For this name animation, I need to go inside this Hongshu pre-composition, and I want to do this as simple as possible. So basically, I'm just going to animate one of them first, and later on, I'll just replace the same animation for all the other letters to make it simple. Let's animate this H first. Zoom in. In order to make the H editable, I want to put in the H myself. So let's put H with a text layer and then make smaller. The font we're using here is called, go to character panel. If you don't have it, go to Windows and then select character. The font we're using here is called Knockout HTF69 Full Lightweight. So select this one and then make sure we have the yellow color and also we have a slight outline of black color. Just want to see if our outline is over there. Yeah, even a gray color outline. This is a color code. So the outline is actually 1 pixel. And then make sure we have the anchor point in the center. Right click, transform, center anchor point in layer content. I just want to make sure this H is similar size to the one I have in the artboard. Yeah, that's about it. That's good. And this is my H. Now I can delete this H for now. I'll use this one only. Animate this, I need to copy this H, duplicate it, Command D, and then move it on top, and then Command D, move it another one on top, and then maybe Command D, move another one on the bottom. So for H in the alphabet, the one after H is gonna be I. Just wanna keep it in the center, like this. And then we got G, F. So that's based on our alphabetical order. The F, G, H. The way we want to animate this is we want to just animate the H and then have these 3 layers parent to the H, like this. Let's try the position property, hit P on the keyboard, right click, separate dimensions. This is the final position of the H, by the way. So I want to set a keyframe for the final position. Go forward 15 frames, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the final position. And then the original initial position, I want the F to be there, maybe. That's the original position. When someone pushed the slot machine handle, I want it to start rolling. So go forward 2 frames. Before it moves up, I want it to go down first to anticipate the movement, like this, and then move up. And then I want it to move too much, like this, and comes back. So the animation like this. You see that? Let's see if that's gonna work. Right click. You know what? Function key F9. Easy ease, go to the graph editor. Let's drag some speed graph to make sure it's got some energy. Let's see if this animation is going to work. This is our animation for now. Let's go back to the base. Move this one further. We got this one comes up. In order to show the animation only within these little squares, remember we need to add a alpha matte. So basically, we need to draw another rectangle similar size to these little buttons in the center, and then make sure I set the Hongshu layer to alpha matte. Let's see if the animation is going to work for the first one. Yeah, I think it works. That looks good to me. Command save and then go to Hongshu again. What I need to do is select the 4 layers, Command Shift C, make sure I have a composition called H, and then click on OK. This is going to be my first composition. And then right click, go to Reveal Layer Source in Project. This is our H composition. The next thing I need to do is I need to duplicate this composition and then make sure I have a couple different ones over here to represent the different letters in my name. Now let's duplicate the H composition pre-comps in the project panel. Let's do duplication Command D, and then we got this one, we name it to O, and then let's do another duplication. Again, we got it in, and then Command D, rename it to G, and then Command D, duplicate, rename to S, and then Command D, duplicate to H2, and then Command D, duplicate it to U. Now I got all my letters within my project panel. Now what I need to do is I just need to drag all these. I got the O here, and then drag the O over here. And then we have, let's see, the N, put it here, drag the N over here. And then the G, where's my G? Drag the G down. Put the G over here. Drag the S down. Put the S over there. Drag the H2 down. Put this one over here. And then the last one is the U. Drag the U down. Put this one over here. Now we got all our names. I just need to delete all these Illustrator layer. And you can see they're all the same, but I need to change, go inside each composition and change the letter, right? So for this one, it's going to be the O. And if you want to do the alphabetical order, you can do the O and then the P. And M, N, and O, right? Do this. And then go back to the Hongshu. For this one, we can change it to the N. And then for this one, it's going to be the G. If you want to do the alphabetical order, that's fine. You can also do like a random letter as well if you want. So as long as you have the name over here, it says Hongshu over here, it should be fine. So I'm going to just change the necessary ones over here. The last one is going to be the U over here. And now if I play the animation, they're all coming up at the same time. However, this is not what I want, right? I want them to stagger a little bit. So what I want to do is maybe I can drag them. Stagger them. Let's see when I stagger them what happens in the outside. Yeah. I still want the letters to be on top of the blocks, right? I don't want the letter to appear all of a sudden. I think the randomness works in this case. I like how random they are. Maybe what I want to do is just give them more frames so that they're all coming up at a different time, maybe. Give it more randomness. You know? Let me give him more randomness. Let me see what it looks like now. This is a randomness that I like. So I need to delay the animation within the composition. Let's say if I delay the animation for 1 second, let's go into each composition and then select all of them, hit U on the keyboard, delay this animation, make the start of the keyframe starting from 2 seconds. Let's do the same thing. Let's change all the keyframe to 2 seconds. Go back to the G. To the N. Just need to make sure they're not animating from the starts. So I'm changing everything to 2 seconds. Double click on this one, change it to 2 seconds. Okay, that's good. So they're all animating from 2 seconds. And I also want to make sure there's not a lot of F over there. I can't use that many F. So this one, let's change it to W, not W. Let's change it to C. There's too much F going on. Let's change it to K. Yeah. Let's go back to the base. So when they come in, we got this like this. And this is also the timing issue. We need to time them properly to make sure the center letter goes in first. So this is going to be, the G is going to be the first one that comes in. And then the S is going to be like this. This one comes in, this one comes in. Yeah, something like that. Let's try it, see if that works. Yeah, that works. Then that's nice. So as the block comes in, we have the letter coming in, and then after 2 seconds, it starts animating. Let's go back and see what happens over here. Yep, that works. And that's how we do the center name animation. In the next class, let's add some extra elements on the slot machine.